Hello and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor and our Ironman challenge. Now, as you can see right here, we have once again an army completely comprised, well, mostly comprised, shall we say, of Iron Knights and Iron Sergeants. Now, the enemy that I'm currently fighting here was relatively close by to Kenneth Castle, and I decided, hey, you know what, we're just going to attack him because we can, and because I don't really want him to go into the garrison there and reinforce it any more than it has to be. You know, that's basically the main thing. He doesn't have a very large army whatsoever. He only has about 30 units, but that doesn't really matter because in the grand scheme of things, if he's allowed to go into the garrison, he's probably going to have a much easier time of defending there. It's probably going to make things very difficult for us in general, but thankfully now that we are in a decent enough position to actually start taking the fight to the DSHAR, that's basically all that matters to me right now. So basically what we're going to be doing after this is going on a bit of a siege spree. I'm not going to try and overextend myself too much, but I'm just going to try and kind of eliminate the feelers, if you know what I mean. Eliminate the feelers of the DSHAR that have maybe overextended themselves a little bit, you know? That's the kind of thing that I'm wanting to kind of eliminate. So Kenneth Castle is going to be the first target of ours, and we'll see if we can maybe do something about that. As you can see, taking out their horses, taking out basically everything that we can. And we do actually get an opportunity to take this guy prisoner. He is actually good-natured as well, which is kind of amazing. Does he have a wife? That's the question here, because we might actually have another person to consider. He is actually the Lord of Kenneth Castle, amusingly enough. We could theoretically do this because he doesn't have a wife either. Very interesting. He has 630 renown. Okay, I'm actually going to be taking him prisoner, and then we're going to be speaking to him and maybe, just maybe, being able to persuade him to join us. That would be quite nice. Maybe we can make it work. But if we can't make it work, then that's just how it has to be, I guess. Anyway, we're just going to try and take as many good units as I can get my hands on here. Maiden Cavalry are always great, in my opinion. Heretic Minions can, of course, upgrade into Heretic Worshippers, and then eventually go into Heretic Magnus, which I think are pretty decent. And otherwise, we're just going to rescue all the prisoners there. Well, not rescue, but take all the prisoners, and we'll move on. Okay, so this is where we currently are here. Basically decided to come over here almost immediately after the previous episode ended because I thought, hey, you know what, let's just go and scout out what Kenneth Castle is actually doing. And I came across this guy, and I decided, hey, let's attack him, you know, let's attack him and see what we can do. So let's do this. Very well, friend, I will accept your oath of fealty, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, so he actually didn't bring anything over to us, which is kind of a shame, but he has joined us, which is actually fantastic. This guy could also join us, so we're going to see if we can maybe get him to join us as well. There we go. Did he actually bring anything? He might have actually brought something, because the other guy failed to bring anything. Maybe he didn't have anything. Yeah, seems like this guy didn't have any castles to begin with, so he couldn't possibly bring anything, but that's actually fine because we're going to go and take back Kenneth Castle, or not take back, but we're going to capture Kenneth Castle, and I will be giving it to our, well, one of our potential husbands, I suppose. We have a whole bunch of them now by the looks of things, and we're actually just going to take a look. 321. Anyone needs to level up? No, no one needs to level up. Okay, let's do this. Actually thinking, should I? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call for a campaign. We're going to ask Anson to start the campaign. And we're going to just wait here for a little bit of time. I'm hopeful that Roland will appear relatively quickly because I think he is quite close. And if he can actually... oh dear. A heretic army. I actually don't know whether I would be able to deal with a heretic army. I think I might be able to because the majority of their units are primarily heretic minions. And as we know, heretic minions are really not very good. You know, they're very low tier. And personally, I feel like we would be able to defeat them if we can just eliminate some of their higher tier units relatively quickly with our bows. And then see where it goes from there. But who knows. Anyway, Roland, where are you? Where are you, Roland? Alright, so it seems like we are lucky enough to have Boadis and Roland helping us out with this siege. So let's head on in and see what kind of layout we have to deal with. Oh dear, this might be a little bit problematic because I seem to remember this actually from maybe quite some time ago in another mod, and this particular layout is quite difficult, but we'll see. Maybe because we have so many ranged units, we should be able to succeed. And amusingly enough, it looks as though we are outnumbered for some reason. Don't exactly know why that is, because we are theoretically outnumbering the opponent because we have many more units here, which is a little strange, but oh well, never mind. Okay, let's put my archers here, infantry there, and cavalry here. We're going to try and move them into kind of a formation where most of the ranged units will be able to deal massive damage. Unfortunately, losing 2 Iron Knights and a Ranger of the Clarion Call almost immediately, that is going to hurt. Absolutely going to hurt. But thankfully, hopefully, the units that I want to actually get into position here will actually start firing and taking out opponents as fast as they can. And I'm going to actually try to do a little bit of something here as well. So I'm going to try and get into shooting at the opponent, and maybe I can tackle that guy as well. Maybe we can take him out. He's a bit too difficult to take out from here by the looks of things, so I'm just going to leave him to someone else, and we're just going to try and take out as many general units as possible. And basically all I want to try and do here is just eliminate about 100 or so units and then retreat and then come back in. That's the kind of situation that we're facing right now. I'm not really that confident in our frontal assault kind of strategy here, because if I were to go up here, we only have one ladder. There's only one ladder, and the ladder is pretty thin as well, and that is going to make things kind of uncomfortable because, well, pretty obviously everyone is going to be very much squashed. They're not going to be able to maneuver very easily, and well, you can see how many ranged units the DSHAR still have all the way up there, which is a big problem. So we're just going to continue to try and eliminate them. Hopefully we'll get about 100 of them dead relatively easily. And well, I think by the time I have about 50 kills, we should have already eliminated 100. I think we probably have already eliminated 100 as it is right now. But I'm kind of wanting to get the most value out of my arrows as possible, because I have quite a bunch of them right now, so it's pretty nice. As you can see, we've eliminated 97 in actual fact, which is pretty cool. Actually, what is actually going? Can we charge? Can we actually charge up here? Because I'm thinking that because they were really close to the entrance of the keep, that they weren't going to allow us to do that. It seems like they might actually be moving into position here. Okay, this is interesting. Very surprising that we were actually allowed to come in here. Well, this is a big mistake on the DSHAR's part. I think we should be able to do this. I was not anticipating doing this. I thought to myself, I'm going to retreat when and if I need to, but it seems to me like we will be able to go in here without any problems whatsoever and actually take him down. Take him down with, well, pretty much reckless abandon, to be honest. Not a big fan of being this reckless, but I think it's okay. I think it's going to work out quite nicely for us, maybe. There we go. If we can get all our units, can they actually start getting on to the battlements, please? I'm not entirely sure why they're taking so long to get on here. It seems like they're fighting the people down the stairs. That's the main issue. I think I can actually... seems like I can't even fight them from that positioning. I have 11 arrows remaining. I think we're going to loot some more arrows here. There we go, I've got 38 now. Let's see if I can maybe do some damage down the stairs. Got to be a bit careful that I don't get shot from down there as well. Bear in mind that there are a couple of archers spawning and making sure that they pick off people that are a little bit vulnerable. And we are quite vulnerable right now because I don't have a shield out, of course. But I am in a really nice vantage point here, so should be okay. Wow, this is actually going much better than I thought. I really thought we were going to have some difficulties here. just purely because this ladder is very hard to maneuver, and I'm pretty happy with how this is going. So yeah, nice. Very, very surprised though. Okay, I'm gonna jump out here if I can. Oh, that was a bit too much. But thankfully we didn't take that much damage. Okay, so I have 35 arrows. Let's make them count. Let's see if we can get a kill for every single arrow. Oh, maybe not. Ah, there we go. Now back to killing. Ah, I missed. Well, I didn't miss, but I hit a shield. So that obviously, you know, prevented us from getting a kill there, which is unfortunate, but oh well, never mind. There we go. All right. Do you think I can actually find some more? Oh, I can. Oh my. Wow. I am super lucky. I really did not think I was going to find any more arrows at this point, considering most of the archers have been eliminated, I believe. And the only people that are left over are thrown weapon guys. And, well, this is going to be very nice for us. Oh, hello. No coming up to me. Thank you very much. I will shoot you in the face. That is what will happen. I would appreciate it if you would just leave me alone, at least for the moment. And there we go. I think, wow, we have 118 kills. 118 kills. Wow, that's actually kind of insane. I was not thinking that this was going to turn into anything good. I thought, hey, you know what, we'll try it, you know, and we seem to be doing quite nicely because, as you've seen in previous episodes, sieges have not gone very well for me recently. And it's really nice that one has actually gone quite well and quite smoothly overall. I was thinking, hey, you know, this is maybe going to turn out just terribly. And I thought this one specifically might turn out pretty awfully, considering we lost 2 Iron Knights at the very beginning of the siege. But there you go, 26 renown, 34 morale. Very nice indeed. We can actually give this castle to one of our new lords, and I think they're going to be pretty happy with it, to be honest. So let's take some Squires of the Lion here. Bear in mind that we do have some people with us, and they will be able to rescue the remaining units. I'm hopeful that Boadis will be the one to take most of the units, because they, well, she has a pretty small army at the moment. So maybe she'll be able to do that. But otherwise, let's see what happens. There we go. Okay, so I think I'll be giving this to Archon Ardashir. And look at that. They actually like each other so much that they are increasing in relation when each of them gain a fief. That is wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. All right, so another siege. I did say that we were going to be in a bit of a sieging spree kind of mood in this episode, and this is Kelradan Castle. Kelradan Castle is a siege tower castle, as you can see, and usually I would be putting this off. Usually I'd be like, okay, we're not going to be doing this because I didn't really want to build something that takes 36 hours. But I said to myself, hey, you know, we're going to just do this and get it out the way. That's basically it. We just have to try and get it out the way as best we can. And we're going to attempt to utilize as many of our ranged units as possible in this particular situation. So I am also going to get out my bow once again. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to have a fantastic killing spree like we did in the previous siege, but it's a little bit unlikely. Anyway, I'm hopeful that we'll be able to take this, because then I will be able to give it to Archon Jamshid, who is the other guy, the other vassal that we now have in our faction. And they are good-natured and upstanding people, and that is a massively, really welcome change, because usually whenever I create my own faction, I don't really pay attention to what kind of reputation or what kind of personality type each lord actually is. And this makes a huge difference. You know, it makes a huge difference to actually have lords that are either happy for each other, you know, for gaining fiefs, or don't mind when other lords gain fiefs. Really makes a huge difference. Really does. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some barbed arrows right here so we can continue. I do want to... Wow, this is actually kind of surprising that we have already eliminated 80. Wow, I guess it is literally just because most of the defenders were standing at the opening of the entrance for the keep. And that is... Oh, that is just an absolute death sentence if there are so many high-powered ranged units in the form of Iron Sergeants and Pendor Heavy Bowmen, and where are my other guys? Yeah, my knights are all the way back here, but yeah, they're pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm actually just going to allow my guys just to charge straight on in here. I think that we will have a decent chance of penetrating their defenses, but I'm thinking, on the other hand, maybe we just want to allow our people just to continue shooting, basically. Just continue shooting as much as possible. That might have been a better idea. Maybe if I can do enough damage, then we might be able to get a bit of a foothold in there, and then we'll be able to get inside. That would be the best. That would be the best option, if we can make it work. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. I think this is working. Very nice. Okay, come on now. Push in there. Push in. Can you move? That Iron Sergeant is blocking me a little bit. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we're now inside. This is great. This is really, really good. Or maybe it isn't, because I might die. Alright, so I had to be a little bit careful there, so I had to concentrate just a little more than usual. And my forces have now gotten into the battlements, which is absolutely fantastic, but I am at such a low HP that I will really not be able to assist them in the way that I would want to. So I will just have to allow my forces just to do their own thing. And I will have to cower behind the wall here. And, well, look at this. We've actually, we've got a pretty decent amount of damage done so far. I would like to be able to do more. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people. Oh, yeah, okay, so they're just killing people over here. That's good. No one's going to be able to shoot me from this distance, I don't think. Let's see if I can maybe pick off a couple of their archers over in that direction. Hopefully they're not going to see fit to shoot at me. If they decide to shoot at me, then this could be bad. We are losing a lot of Iron Knights in this particular engagement, which is... Oh, every single one that dies seems to be an Iron Knight? Are you serious? Ah, so painful. Yeah, look at this. I feel like it's on purpose sometimes, you know? I feel like it's literally on purpose. Okay, so this guy's just literally shooting into the rooftop here. Oh, yeah, okay. Now he's actually starting to be a bit accurate. Okay, let's see if I can maybe help out from the side here a little bit. Wow, there are a lot of people up there as well. This is bad. There we go. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else that I can really do unless I am able to pick up a quiver of some kind. But that is risky in itself. And I think this is the last enemy wave, I think. It might be. Might not be. If it is, then we're good, because there's only about 320 in here or something like that, so that's not too bad. I was actually thinking that there might be a quiver there, but no such luck. Anyway, Archon Boadis is actually getting masses of kills, which is really, really cool to see. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go out there. that is going to be a death sentence, I assume. And I think I jinxed Boadis because she actually now has gotten herself knocked unconscious, which is unfortunate, but oh well, never mind. I think that's it. Yeah, that is actually it. Whew, okay, well, I will just hide here until the remaining units have been eliminated. And, well, we survived another one. And there it is, victory for us. 33 renown, 37 morale right there. And let's have a look and see. There's absolutely terrible loot. Yeah, well, that's to be expected, isn't it? Anyway, I'll just take the maiden adventurers and the cavalry and so on and so forth, and we'll just allow our friends to take the other things. And then we will be giving this to Archon Jamshid. There we go. There we are. Very nice indeed to see that they like each other so much that is giving them relation with each other. That's really good. Anyway, yeah, that is nice. Look at that. We actually did a pretty fantastic job there. We took Kenneth Castle. We took Cordagoth Castle in the previous episode. We also took Seven Cross Keep, which was significantly worse in regards to our casualties. I believe I actually lost 10 Iron Knights in that last siege, which I gotta say is much, much worse than I would ever want. But I can't really do anything about it. That's just how it is, you know, that's the game. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to go over to Sarlian real quick, and we will call off the campaign, end the campaign, there we go, and then we will be making our way over to, apparently over there, to defend. That seems like the best course of action that we can take. I'm hopeful that there is a ransom broker here. Yes, of course there isn't. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to go over there and see what's going on. Oh, there we are. Lethal Durin has returned. Let's see what he tells us. Okay, so he's increased their strength by 1 to 31. No changes to their skills at all? Are you serious? No changes to their skills? Okay, well, he has improved their polearm proficiency. Why? Why Lethal Durin? Why do you want to give them polearms? I have no idea, but oh yes, he actually increased their strength, our Iron Sergeant strength by a pretty considerable margin. He increased their power draw to 5 and their riding skill to 6. That's nice as well. And the weapon proficiencies, archery to 240. That's really good as well. But yeah, polearm proficiency. Yeah, I don't know why he wanted to do that, but all right. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna ask him once again if he can just go off and do the training. So yes, it's gonna take 3 weeks. There we go. And otherwise, let's make our way over to the castle and see if we can defend it. Do bear in mind that I have to be quite aware of the fact that we have only a few days remaining until the Noldor tournament. And so we have to be, you know, going over there relatively soon. Wow. This is actually a lot of units. This is a lot of units. I don't know whether we really... Oh, look at that. Look at how many prisoners there are. I'm on. That's... You know, this is actually kind of grinding my gears right now because I actually would like to not have them rescue that many prisoners, if at all possible. So I'm going to go over to Windholm. Please let there be a ransom broker here. Yes, there is. Oh, there we go. Another 12,000 we gained. Very nice indeed. I'll take those units, whoever they are. And there is actually a tournament going on here, but I won't be doing anything with that for the moment, even though it would be free money, basically. But I don't really want to do that at the moment because I have somewhere to be. And I very much would like to defend this particular castle, because if they gain 150 rescued prisoners, I mean, it's not really going to mean the end of the world, but it's going to make one of them, if it goes to that person, into a pretty much, well, not unstoppable wrecking ball, but it's going to make him much more difficult to deal with. As you can see, that guy with 377, he's going to be, wow, he's got Golden Eagle Knights and stuff like that. That's going to be kind of harsh. Well, let's see what actually happens. They might decide to run off. And if they decide to run off, then that's going to be really good. But if they don't, then this might be problematic. Everyone seems to have restored their HP, which is very good. I mean, obviously it's very good. And we actually got some Barclay Adventurers, very nice indeed. So I'm actually going to get more of their crossbowmen and things like that. They're really good. And otherwise, I think that's actually going to be it for this episode. Next time we're maybe going to be defending against the DSHAR. It really depends on if they actually go through with it. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.